Hey, everybody. In case you don't know what's going on, Bitcoin is dropping. Bitcoin has been plummeting all day today. It's been plummeting for the last 2 or 3 days, dropping about 20% in the last week. Bitcoin has dropped to 50,000. I think it may continue to drop. And also, your Dogecoin, my God, the Dogecoin experiment is not going well. So, I'm going to update you on what's going on with Bitcoin, why it dropped, as well as what's happening with Dogecoin. We're going to get started. Buckle up your seatbelt, hit the thumbs up button. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. And Bitcoin, I want to talk to you guys about what's going on with Bitcoin. How many of you own Bitcoin? If you are a Bitcoin owner, let me know. Say something in the chat if you own Bitcoin. What's up, Kasib and James Massey? So Bitcoin has been a driver of wealth for a lot of people, and I believe it continues to be. But I did read some reports on Bitcoin that I think you might find interesting. I found some information out that I want to share with you as you kind of think about what you want to do. And also, I'll give you an update on what's going on with our big Dogecoin experiment. If you recall, last week on my Twitter account, which is my Twitter is Dr. Boyce Watkins 1. On Twitter, I asked you guys to vote. I said, would you like for me to go buy some Dogecoin and then come back and tell you what the results are of that experiment? Well, like I said, my Twitter right there, this is Dr. Boyce Watkins 1. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Well, man, y'all owe me some money. I'm telling you, I put in $1,800. That's dropped to 1,000. It's dropped. And the thing about Dogecoin, Mark Francis and Tony Boyce and Sunday Rose Cakes, is that Dogecoin does not have a bottom. Dogecoin. Remember, I told you Dogecoin. What is? Here's a little Dr. Boyce quiz. What is the fundamental value of a Dogecoin? Somebody tell me. Tell me what the fundamental, according to financial fundamentals and financial theory, what is the fundamental value of a Dogecoin? Paul Wild, Louis Chef Carter, Christine Copeland, Zon Darko. What is the fundamental value of Dogecoin? Dogecoin, Vernon. I can't even pronounce. It's tomato. All I know is it all sounds like I lost money. I lost money. There we go. Thank you, Mark Francis and Scorpion and Tiffany Jefferson and Devon. Very good. Y'all been listening. Yeah, Dogecoin's fundamental value is zero. And it's not like they hid this. This is not a conspiracy. They told you in the beginning that it was worthless, and they threw it out there just to see if people were crazy enough to go pay money for this coin. Now, here's the thing. I spent time thinking about Dogecoin, and I did a little experiment. I bought it. I think I bought it like 39. It's down to about 20 cents a coin and plummeting. And I remember thinking that it's a little bittersweet though, right? On one hand, yeah, I lost some money, but whatever. I mean, if you invest like a sucker, then you can lose money like a sucker. So I was being a complete sucker. I just said, let's go to Vegas. Let's jump on the wave, dude. Let's see what happens, dude. Dogecoin to the moon, dude. So I bought some Dogecoin. I bought 5,000 of Dogecoins because if I won't do it, I got to do it big. And we went to Vegas, and Dogecoin started going down. And I remember thinking to myself, since there is no fundamental value of a Dogecoin, it could technically go down to zero. Also, I would speculate that Dogecoin, because of the very nature of this asset, because it has no relevant fundamental value, it's probably going to be a momentum trade, meaning that once you start seeing Dogecoin drop, you're going to continue to see it drop because one thing about the internet is that the internet moves in waves and it moves in fads. So people are kind of sheepish. Like people, you look on the internet, you see people doing these stupid internet challenges that are really dumb. I mean, make you look kind of crazy, make you look like a crazy hoe. But people do it because everybody else is doing it. Why do they do the stupid dance that everybody else is doing to some ratchet song where some guys, saying crazy things about women and talking about killing black people? Well, you do the dance, you do the little stupid internet dance. Honestly, let's just keep it 100. People do it because everybody else is doing it. So we live in a world where there's a lot of hurting. And this is actually a financial theory. David Hirschleifer, who was on my dissertation committee when I got my PhD at Ohio State, he wrote about herding behavior. And he talked about how investors tend to herd with one another. They can kind of follow the crowd. So I would imagine that herding behavior on a Dogecoin would be even greater because Dogecoin has no fundamental value. When Dogecoin's plummeting, there's not an expert out there that's going to say, whoa, wait a minute, buy the dip. Whoa, Dogecoin. No, Dogecoin's really worth $1. Buy the dip. No, because they can't justify their valuation. Whereas if it were Apple, like if Apple were dropping, then there'd be experts saying, "Whoa, our analysts we did the analysis and we looked at the iPhone sales for the last 3 years and compared to what we project for next year. We looked at new markets opening up in Bangladesh and new products launches that Apple has going on, and we believe that this stock has a price target of $722 and you should buy." Right? They can do that with a stock. They can't do that with Dogecoin. Whenever there is whenever Dogecoin is brought up, I watch all the financial shows. I've noticed that a lot of the experts say, I'm not even going to talk about Dogecoin. I'm just not going to talk about Dogecoin. Right? Because Dogecoin is not a serious asset. It's gambling. You're going to the casino. So with that said, that's how the experiment's going. I'll keep you guys posted. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Also, you may not know this, or you may or may not know this, but you can actually text the word "voice" to 31996. Text "voice" to 31996. That way we can stay connected. I can send you stuff. Also, because white people eventually are going to come ban me because I'm giving out too much knowledge to black people. So it's so, and I just say what's on my mind. So at some point they're going to come ban me. So if you connect with me on text, then we have a way to stay connected. So you can text the word "voice" to 31996. And also, if you want to listen to me on audio, I do have a Spotify podcast at the drboycebreakdown.com. It's right there on the screen. Look it up. It's on Spotify, or you look up the Dr. Boyce Breakdown, you can find it. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's dropping also. So that's, more bad news. This is why you diversify. This is why you don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you got bad news all over the crypto space now. Bitcoin is dropping too. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on with Bitcoin. There's an article by a Citigroup analyst who actually believes that Bitcoin could actually lose out to other digital currencies. And the article is by Tim Copeland and decrypt.co. Now, here's the thing. I still believe Bitcoin is going to go over 100,000 this year. I like Bitcoin. I'm going to keep buying Bitcoin. I am going to buy the dip on Bitcoin because I believe that there's more there in terms of fundamentals. However, just remember that you got a government that might step up and start cock blocking Bitcoin. Like, you got a lot of haters. Bitcoin has haters. Remember when 50 Cent said, "Many men wish death upon me, blood in my dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and haters trying to take my life away." You know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember that song. He didn't say haters, but y'all get the point. Well, right before 50 Cent was about to blow, right before he was about to become the biggest rapper in New York, he got shot 9 times. Right? So Bitcoin is kind of like, maybe they're like the 50 Cent of the investment space. They on the rise. They can't be ignored. They're worth over $1 trillion. They're about to blow up. And the government is hating. The government might roll up and shoot Bitcoin 9 times and take it out. So the latest shot to Bitcoin has to do with Bitcoin has a couple of interesting dynamics at play here. Number one is Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin was hit pretty hard because President Biden has announced that he wants to increase the corporate tax rate. He says corporations are not paying their fair share, which actually that's an area where Biden is 100% correct. Your government deficits are larger than they've ever been. Your debt levels are at an unsustainable, very dangerous level, and they're getting worse because rich people don't want to pay taxes. Like, they want to step in and lobby on voting rights. Well, if all these CEOs that want to go get involved in voting rights issues, if they want to get involved with that, then they should be getting involved with paying more taxes. Pay your damn taxes. The government needs that money. And so he's going to try to increase the corporate tax rate from 20% all the way up to 39%. That's a big deal. That announcement, in my view, is what body slammed Bitcoin. Now, do I believe it's going to go to 39%? No, I don't. Here's the deal. Here's the thing about your politicians. Let me just keep it 100 with y'all. It doesn't matter if they're liberal or conservative. All of them are in bed with corporations. One of them is the main chick and one of them is the side chick. Because the corporations are like that dude. He's got a wife, and he's sleeping with his wife. And then you have that other lady in church who acts like he's a deplorable person and she can't stand him. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You ever seen that? Where the girl will be like, "He is unacceptable. This is outrageous. He is the most disrespectful man I've ever seen." And then you find out that she's like creeping to his house in the middle of the night when ain't nobody watching. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, for real. We're talking about real life here, right? And so basically that's kind of what you have with the corporations. You see, the Republicans, they date the corporations in the bed in the daytime. They get in bed with corporations out loud. They'll tell you, like, "Look, we're defending rich people, we're defending corporations. That's what we do." The liberals will pretend like they hate the corporations. They pretend like these dirty capitalists are just evil people and we can't affiliate with them. But let me just tell you like this: look, money's always green, and you always need money to run for office, no matter who you are. And the corporations have the money. So even Democrats, if you look at their track record, many of them are getting money from corporations in order to run. Joe Biden, think about this process for a minute. Just to give you one example, I could give you 1,000, but I'm gonna give you one. Back in the 90s, like, why do you think that you can't declare bankruptcy on your student loans? Did y'all know this? Tell me if you knew this. Think about it. If you got student loans and you don't want to pay them, some of y'all just don't pay it at all. And I don't even blame you, because it's a stupid debt. I mean, it's stupid. Not that you're stupid. It's stupid because it shouldn't even exist. But why can't you just go get a bankruptcy and get it off your debt, or get it off your record? You can't do it because there's a law against that. Where do you think that law came from? It came from Joe Biden. Joe Biden lobbied for this back in the 90s. Well, why do you think Joe Biden would lobby for a law that says that you are not allowed to write off your student loans? Do you think he did it because the American people overwhelmingly demanded it? Do you think that they were writing letters saying we need you to make a law that restricts our ability to get rid of our student loan debt? No, he did it for the corporations. He did it for the banks. He's out of Delaware. Delaware is a place where they have almost, I want to believe, more corporations are headquartered in Delaware than anywhere else in the country. So basically, he was taking care of the banks. They asked him to do this. So the Democrats pretend, to be all socialist and anti-capitalist and anti-corporation, all that. No, they all like corporations. They all like the corporations. Again, one is the wife and one is the side chick, and they all sleeping with the same man. It's just one's doing it out of, the one's announcing it publicly, the other one is doing it in private and showing up for booty calls. And the Democrats are always looking for that corporate booty call because they need that corporate money. It costs $2 billion to run for president of the United States. And in many of these races, these congressional races, I think that race down in Georgia, where they had that black guy, Raphael Warnock, looked like Mr. Magoo. Raphael Warnock was running, and he needed $200 million to run for office. When people say, well, why, do you think he's going to represent the interests of black people? I say, well, why would he? Do you think black people gave him $200 million to run for office? Where are you going to get $200 million from? Did he go to the Migos and T.I. and Killer Mike and get $200 million and to the hood to get 200 million? No, he got that money from corporations. So no, he's going to represent corporate interests first. Everything else is just talk. Everything else is just yapping. So so my point is, the reason I'm bringing all this up, and if you could hit the thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet. And don't forget, I have an audio podcast. You can go to the Dr. Boyce Breakdown. I hope you understand, like, I can break these things down in a pretty unique way. And I want you to learn. I want you to understand what's going on. That's why I use these stupid analogies that probably sound half crazy, but that's literally what goes through my head because I'm a weird person. So let's just accept that and keep going. So here's the deal. Biden's tax increase, which caused the drop in the price of Bitcoin, is not going to go through in the way that he's requesting. What he's asking for is his dream number. He's probably going to get some modified version of that because the corporations lobby like hell to keep from having to pay their taxes. And it's a little bit of an odd hypocrisy. Again, they will lobby on voting rights, but they won't lobby on actually paying money. They don't get ahead and keep their jobs and make their shareholders happy by giving their money away for taxes. So I doubt this is going to go through. Why does that matter? Well, that means to me that this dip in Bitcoin is something worth buying into. I'm not telling you to buy the dip. I'm not telling you to do nothing. This is not investment advice. But if you want to know what I'm going to do, I am going to buy the dip. I am buying that damn dip. I'm buying more Bitcoin because I still believe that, like 50 Cent getting shot 9 times, and Kanye West having a car accident right before he blew up, I believe that sometimes that's what happens. Bad things happen right before you're about to blow up, and Bitcoin is going to the moon unless the government really gets in the way. Now, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button, and also there's my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you could, because I really need intelligent black people on my Instagram page because I'm blocking idiots every single day. So follow me on Instagram. And I'd love to hear from you, Marnita and Judah and Mike and Aubrey. And we're going to keep it 100% black and 100% financial on the Black Financial Channel. So have a good night. Thank you for listening, and happy investing. I hope you make a killing. And by the way, on my Twitch channel, where I play Call of Duty, I will talk about an options play that I just found. I just found a stock that I really like, that is really great for selling options. So follow me on my Twitch channel. That's where we play video games and we talk about stocks on my Twitch channel. It's like the stocks and gaming channel. So feel free, if you're into that kind of thing, you want to watch us play Call of Duty, and we talk about stocks. You can actually follow my Twitch channel right there. And tomorrow afternoon at some point, or you can watch the recording, or you can watch live. I am going to talk about this options play that I just found that I really like, that I'm actually making good money from. So anyway, take care, guys. Have a good night, and I hope you have a wonderful Thursday night or Friday night or whatever night you're watching. So talk to you soon. Be good. Peace.